Was there ever something else other than art that interested you, like other than just, drawing or something that taken you away from, the moment?
Well, see, the lifestyle of the streets took me away from art. And what took me away from art was the money, the hustle, because living in poverty, living in the streets, and living where you see everybody hustling and selling drugs and everything, everybody just conning and manipulating each other and hustling on the streets. See my love for art, I loved it. I liked it to do art, but the love of the streets overruled my talents. But before then though, I loved football. I liked it to play football. Because one of my uncles, he was a football player in college, and he played football. So he kind of gave me somewhat a image that I wanted to portray.
Like a role model, yeah.
Yeah. So it was like I played football when I was younger, and long story short, I got kicked off the team because they said I was too old. And I wasn't too old. It was like you had to be, I think, from age 8 to 12, but I was like 12 getting ready to be 13. So when they kicked me off the football team, that kind of like destroyed my...
Yeah, your ego.
Yeah, it kind of like, it hurt it, to be honest. So I still love football, but like I said, in the environment that I come from, the street life, that drug money.
Yeah, it overruled.
That drug money, getting that fast cash money, selling and hustling, and I was good at it. See, it's a difference between when you hustling and you don't see nothing coming from it. But when you hustling,
you see changes.
You seeing money. You see your whole lifestyle change. See, that what took me away from
Starts
my
playing
art.
with you.
Yes.
100%. Do you think art was something that changed your life in a way, like it took it into another direction? Like you think if you didn't do art, you would be somewhere else right now?
Of course, because when I was younger, I used to spray paint graffiti on the walls. I used to draw, like when I was incarcerated. I did a lot of time incarcerated. I was locked up for like 10 years. So in my drawing, that's where I really drew. Cause see,
you had a lot of time.
Yeah, I had a lot of time, and also it was like drawing helped me escape being incarcerated. Yeah. So it was like when I created, I was in a world I was in my own world.
Yeah,
I was
literally
free. Yeah. So in creating, I love to create and love to draw. And so when I got out, see, I would go to jail and I would draw, and then when I get out of jail, I wouldn't draw. Since I would go back to the streets. It was like I left my talents in jail. So as I got older and continued to get older, I realized that, because now I realizing that I don't want to be in the streets, because at age 21, I got shot in my head. And at age 21, I got shot, and by age 22, I started shooting heroin and doing crack cocaine, heavy drugs is where, because me getting shot, I didn't know how to cope with my reality. Me losing my right eye, me being shot.
It was a change of lifestyle. 100%.
Yeah, it was 100. Yes.
It's a whole different world.
So in saying that, me being shot like that, it took a toll on me. I was 21,
young.
Now when I look back, I was a baby.
It's the start of your adulthood.
Yeah, so it was like, and here's another thing that I realized. Once I got shot at age 21, and I started doing hardcore drugs at 22, all the way up to like 30 something, the late 30s.
Mm-hmm.
So all that time, my mentality or my maturity, it stopped at 21. So when
you didn't grow, I understand.
Yeah. So when I really started to understand and realize what happened to me in my life, when I started coming to real reality and striving to get on the right track, that's when I realized that the things that people was doing at 25, 30 years old, I was like immature to it. It was a lot of things even to this day, I'm still immature in a lot of areas of my life, because my growth stopped at 21 because I went off and started using drugs and running
it took
from
you in a different direction.
Yeah, I was in a totally different direction, you know. So it was like I said, at age 37, 38, I started to go back to school. I got my GED, went to college, and that's when I really got on point to being around the real society. Even though the streets is a society, but it was like I was in a whole other
it's
world.
a working society.
It's a positive. I'm a citizen now. You know, I'm no longer.
Yeah, you feel like you're doing. You're part of something.
Yes.